Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today, and welcome to our second installment of Blank to Beautiful. I'm so excited to introduce our very first designer guest. You know him. He's one of our favorite designers, Andrew Howard. We're going to talk a little bit about what he's working on now and his latest projects, but he has so many accolades that we could talk the whole 20 minutes just about the amazing things he's done. But I just wanted to name a few of those things. He has been named by House Beautiful and Traditional Home as one of the top young designers in America. He has been named the top 5 coastal designer by Coastal Living and listed among Sotheby's top 20 designers in America in 2020. His work has been featured in Veranda, House Beautiful, Traditional Home, Southern Living, Coastal Living, Country Living, Atlanta Homes, and Luxe, and many, 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 many more. And if you follow him on Instagram, you know he's also hilarious and probably missed his calling as a stand-up comedian. If you don't follow him on Instagram, Andrew, tell us where we can follow you on Instagram.
At Andrew J HOW, Andrew J Howe, and my phone is sitting on a ginger jar leaning against a lamp. So that's how technologically sound I am right now.
But you're really good at Instagram. You don't have to be good at technology.
Yeah, I can do one or the other. Right now, it's
That's right. That's what we got to do. Well, thank you so much for being here. I just wanted to start out. Can you tell us a little bit about, some of your latest projects or something that, you really want to highlight that you're working on right now?
Yeah, I just got hired to do a project in the Bahamas called Bryland Club, which is kind of a resort that they're doing there. And we started a few weeks ago, and it's been a lot of fun. It's on Harbor Island, and got it during the pandemic, and couldn't be happier. It's been a lot of fun, and the vision's kind of starting to come to life in the Zoom meetings that we've had so far, which has been a lot of fun to see. So yeah.
That's so awesome. And you just finished your own house, correct?
I just finished my own house. We're thinking about embarking on doing that again, but haven't fully decided that yet. But we will, we'll see. But yeah, we've settled in, and it's been fun. It's been nice to have your own house when you're stuck at home, especially.
Absolutely. Well, and that's really exciting. And I'll drop the link in below. Andrew was nice enough to let us feature his beautiful new home on the blog, and so I'll drop the link in case you missed it, so you can see it again. Now, I don't know if we've talked about this a whole lot yet, but I've heard rumors that there's going to be an Andrew Howard book in the future. Can you tell us anything about that?
There is going to be an Andrew Howard book. It's not a rumor. Still sorting through some details on it, but yeah, no, we're really excited. It should be out end of next year, and like in the fall sometime. So hopefully I'll get to see everybody on a book tour as well.
Yay! That'll be awesome. Well, you'll have to come to Beaufort. I'm already locking you in.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, good.
We're kind of trying to sort out what captions go with which picture and how it's all going to work. So still very, very early, but we've started, and it's fun.
That's going to be great. I can't wait to read it. That's going to be absolutely amazing. Well, can you tell us a little bit about, your creative process, or, sort of where you start when you're looking to do a house or a room, or do you have certain advice or things, a place you always begin?
I think the creative process for me, it doesn't start and end with a client. I'm always looking for the next great idea. And so I'm always scouring the internet or design magazines for an idea that I think could be great for a future project. So for me, it's not client specific. It's always looking to be inspired and try to improve a little bit with each house we do. So, I still dig through every design magazine. I'm kind of old school that way. And I'm interested. I'm, everywhere I go, I'm just kind of looking around and trying to see, what we could do, to an existing thing, what we could have done differently and how we can make it better. So, client to client, it's a lot of looking at inspiration images, but I think the design process is just part of your life when you're a designer.
Sure. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. That kind of reminds me, that's sort of like writing for me. You're always finding there's little bits of inspiration from random things in your life, and you never ever know when you're going to use them. Well, okay, right. Can you tell us a little bit, when you were growing up, what did you want to be? Do you remember?
Ideally I would have been like the lead singer for a really great band. I had super long hair and, maybe a bandana or something. But when that didn't really work out, I started maybe playing guitar, and that never really developed. And so both my my one set of my parents were designers, and when I finished college, I decided to give that a try. I didn't grow up redecorating my friends' rooms or anything for them, but kind of found out that it came pretty naturally to me pretty quickly, and it just kind of grew from there. So maybe in another life I'll lead some kind of a Styx like rock band, but until then I'm doing this and enjoying it.
I like that.
Maybe Journey would be good too.
Yeah, I mean, people always say, well, what would you do if you weren't doing this? And I always say, well, I would be a country singer. I mean, I can't sing, but that's not really the question, right? I mean, it's like the dream life. The talent doesn't really have to necessarily be there. So that's not really that important.
Sometimes what you're passionate about, sometimes what you're passionate about isn't necessarily what you're good at. And
right.
So sometimes you have to, when you get good at something, then you become more passionate about it. And so I think that's I've kind of worked backwards into this role, but it's,
that's actually a really good point, that sometimes, the passion comes after the idea. That's a really good point. I totally agree with that. And that actually kind of leads into my next question. It might already sort of answer it.
Right.
Is there any advice that you wish you could give your younger self?
Hey, are you there?
Yeah. Oh, can you see me? Am I going away?
Hey, are you there now?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Are you back?
Maybe.
Oh no.
Can you hear me?
Yep. I got you.
Okay, cool. I'll hang right here then.
Okay, good. All right. I know the tech struggles are real lately, I think, with everyone on the internet at the same time.
For sure.
Okay, so I was just saying this might sort of relate to what you were talking about, and so if it does, that's great. But is there any advice that you wish you could give your younger self?
I think that it would be that find out something that you're good at, and you'll become passionate about it versus I don't ever want to tell someone not to chase their dreams, but sometimes your dreams might not be what you expected them to be. And so I think that that's really it. Find something that you can do well, and then work really hard to be good at it.
That's great advice. I love that advice. So what inspires you, right? Just not necessarily even in your work, but in your life, or, who inspires you? I know you have 2 little boys, so I'm sure they inspire.
Yeah. I mean, they're super inspirational right now. My wife is juggling teaching at home with being, all her duties. So, I mean, that's definitely super inspirational. The people I work for are just amazing, and the people that work with me are amazing. And I think, what inspires me is the relationships that you develop, as jobs go along, both with my internal staff that really make me look so good on everything we do, and the people that we meet. And then, down the road, it's nice to even maintain friendships with a lot of those people. So I find people very inspiring. I don't find, things as inspiring as people, but they certainly can be inspiring too.
That's interesting. That's interesting, especially since, a lot of your
business
based on things. I mean, so that's an interesting point. But you're always working for the people too. I mean, you're trying to create something that will make someone else feel at home. So that's good. So are there any, I mean, you've had so many professional accomplishments. Are there any that you're particularly proud of that you want to highlight?
Professional accomplishments are great. I mean, I think that, for me, being a dad and managing a career and still having fun times with our family and kids is definitely a professional highlight that probably doesn't get highlighted, but something that I think I'm really proud of. So, being in a magazine is great, and getting on these lists are wonderful, and I'm not downplaying that at all. But I think that being able to manage a workload and also have time to spend with your family and having great relationships with your spouse and your kids are something that I'm pretty proud of.
That's amazing. I love that answer. That was a great answer. If there was somebody out there right now that was, really looking to break into your field, is there a piece of advice that you would give them?
When I interview someone to work for us, a lot of times I'll ask them questions about the field and say, what designers do you like, or what type of what style are you interested in, or things like that. So I think for me, when it comes time to hire somebody, if you ask them what designers they like and they can't name any, then that is a little concerning. So I think it would come with the knowledge not only of what you've learned in college, but what is existing in the field right now. What are things you're seeing in magazines? Read magazines, find out styles you like, find designers that you relate to. I think that's real valuable for us in an interview to hear from a client that they're passionate about this field.
Interesting. Okay, well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. I'm so excited, and I'm going to be sort of highlighting some of Andrew Howard's greatest hits on this post as well, so that people can go back and look at some of our favorite projects that we've been able to share over the years. We do have such a wonderful, diverse body of work, and it's perfect for right now because it's bright and happy and wonderfully livable, but also beautiful. So can you tell everybody where they can find you online and where they can go follow you?
Yeah, I'm at on Instagram at Andrew J. How, How, and then I'm on my website at andrewjhoward.com, HOWARD. On both places, yeah.
And we will we'll drop that in the post below. I really appreciate your time, Andrew, and I will look forward to talking to you again soon.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Look forward to talking to you. Take care. Bye.